So here we're talking about slide. Okay, so this is when I was at the University of Colorado as the coordinator. We ran this a lot of different players. It was a very successful play for us. We ran it with tempo at times as well. But here, if you look at the first box, we're in a 2x2, okay, tighten off the ball, and we're running what we call our slide to the field, okay? And basically what we're teaching the quarterback is this. We're basically looking at numbers, okay? So here, against an open middle defense, here we got a quarters defense with the will walked. Okay, we got 2-on-2 to the field, and so we have what we call good numbers to throw the ball, okay? So the run concept is just what we call our two-Laker concept, or just basically inside zone. It's split inside zone with a tight end sliding across. That's where the slide concept comes into play, okay? A lot of times that you'll block this defensive end on split inside zone, but here we're going to avoid him, and the quarterback's going to pull and put the ball on the perimeter. There's different ways to get to it, okay? There's the 2x2 for the tight end off the ball, or another good way to do it to get it to your receivers is go 2x2 with the tight end on the ball, motion the receiver down. Same rules apply. Quarterback's looking at numbers to the field. If he feels good about it, he's going to put the ball out there in space, okay? This is a great game plan against any teams that play quarters. A lot of teams like to play open middle to get those safeties in the run fits. This is a great way to put them in run pass conflict because they're seeing run action to them, which is inviting them into the box, okay? So here, a couple years ago, playing CSU, they're running a 3-3-5, okay? So that means 3 down linemen, 3 backers. They got the walk nickel, okay? The 2 high safeties, and then the 2 corners, okay? So we're running our slide to the field here, okay? So when a quarterback pre-snap, he's looking at numbers. Well, there's 2 guys out there. We have 2 guys to block their 2. This is favorable for us as an offense. So here, quarterback's going to go through his progression. Okay, it's split inside zone. If you notice when we went split inside zone, the backers sucked up to try to stop the run. Okay, we got great numbers here. We got a hat for a hat. Okay, we got one of our top players, Laviska Shenault, who was an NFL draft pick. We're going to get him the ball in space. That's one of the things that I preach in a pro spread is that, hey, we want to get our playmakers the ball in space. This puts the ball to one of our best players in space. We have a hat for a hat here, which is great. And then now you let your receiver go do what he does. He's athletic. He's going to get vertical. He's going to make guys miss, and he's going to gain yards. Okay. Again, if you notice when we run inside zone, which is a staple in our offense, is that you're going to get these backers to suck up, which you want. Okay. So you got your backers sucking up. Now you have an athlete in space. Okay. Look at all this room you get to run. I think this is what's great about this play is that it puts the defense basically in run pass conflict where they're trying to stop inside zone, and now you're able to spit the ball in space to one of your athletes. Let them get vertical. Let them make guys miss and make plays. Okay. Another way to draw it up. So here we are. We're playing Nebraska. Okay. And if you notice, Nebraska's got a hard box here. They got their 5 down linemen, and they got 2 in the box. So we're outnumbered here in the box, okay? So, but on the perimeter, we're not outnumbered. If you look at it, we got 2 for 2, okay? It's an open middle defense, which to me favors us in this play. This guy is in conflict, whether it's run or pass, okay? So if you see here, this is just a different presentation. It's the exact same play, but now we dressed it up. We put a little motion on it. We did it out of 2 backs, okay? It's still split inside zone, okay? Split inside zone. We have a receiver here, Katie Nixon in the backfield, who's sliding across. So you don't have to change the play. You just dress it up with the formation. And now you have a hat for a hat. And then our receiver out here is working what we call push crack, okay? He's working, it's quarters defense, so we know that the safety is going to fill as a run fit player, but the receiver outside has his rules. He knows he's going to push, so push means he's going to push vertical. If the safety triggers, then he will trigger, and he will go block him a hat for a hat. So here does a good job by Jawan Winfrey, who's playing for the Packers. He does a great job of great block, right? Hat for a hat, and now we have our receiver in space, one-on-one with the DB, and then able to create an explosive play. Simple concept, okay, simple play design, but you can see how it favors us as an offense. You look at the box. The box is, to me, is what we call unfair box. They have more numbers than we can block. So we want to put the ball in space to have a hat for a hat and get easy yards. Okay. Another look, here's from our spring game a couple years ago against our defense. Saw it every day and could never stop it. Okay. Saw it every day in practice, all right? So open middle defense, all right? We have a hat for a hat. We got good numbers outside quarterback looks. We got 2 for 2 to the field. We have 2 receivers to block their 2 guys, okay? And so now what we're going to do is we're going to slide out with our tight end. Easy read for the quarterback. He's going to pull it, put it in space, and now you got a big guy in space running with the ball. Easy, 10-yard completion to your tight end. Easy way to get your tight end involved in the offense. Give him easy touches. And if you notice, the great thing about this play that I love is that it puts these linebackers in conflict. Obviously, a lot of times that these linebackers are banjoing the tight end means that they're gonna try to pass the tight end on any kind of slide. So here they're trying to pass it, and he gets lost because he's in run conflict. He has to stop the run most of the times, but now you see the tight end sliding out to the flat and creates an easy explosive for your offense. One of my favorite. It's a simple concept, and our quarterbacks love it. The skill guys love it because it's an easy catch and run. But it's something I believe can help your offense if you're looking for some easy stuff just that you can run at any level. Okay. All right. Another way to do it, okay, is that instead of just sliding the tight end across, is now we're going to slide the receiver across. So if you look up top, our Z receiver, we're in double left. We're going to go double left Z in. And we're going to go slide to Laker. Okay. So our receiver up top is going to motion in, get Z in, and now the offensive line, all they're running is split zone. So they're running their Laker tracks, which is zone left, okay? Our running back's running his inside zone track as well, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to pull the ball and put the ball in space to our receiver. We got a hat for a hat out here, and easy throw and catch, right? Easy completion for your quarterback. Good way to start drives, good way to start games, to get your quarterback settled in, easy for easy throws, easy completions. Same thing for your receiver. Easy way to get them touches to get them comfortable in the game. And you can dress it up a bunch of different ways. And that's a 25-yard play, and before he's even touched. And you can look at the backers. This is what I love about the play. Look at the backers. They're stuck because they're in run conflict. They're stepping into their gaps to have gap integrity on their side of the ball. But no one's handling the receiver here, okay? The difference is, well, coach, what happens if they play man, all right? If they play man, we teach our slot receiver that, hey, anything running with the receiver, it's your job to push crack. We're going to take 2 for 1, okay? We call it happy hour, right? 2 for 1. So anybody playing over top, the nickel playing man-to-man on my slot, he's got that receiver. That's his job responsibility. He sees the DB running with the receiver. We're going to push vertical for 3 to 4 steps, and then we're going to crack that DB that's running with the receiver across the ball, and you still got what you want. So you can run it versus man, you can run it versus zone. It's better to me versus quarters because they're in run conflict, the safeties, but you can run it versus any look. Okay? Now here's one we didn't throw, okay? And which I thought we should have thrown the ball, but Steven felt like he was getting pressure. He's like, well, coach, what happens if I get blitz? Well, if you get blitz, he's got to make a decision whether he can get the ball out and up and down quickly. If he cannot, we always should tell him, if you feel like you cannot get the ball off and we don't want you to take a sack, then we'll hand the ball on the inside zone. But here's a good look. We got our tight end off the ball who's going to slide across. Okay, and you see they're bringing a field side pressure. Okay, we got a field side pressure. From number 5. But if you see here, our quarterback, if he steps out and delivers the ball, this is a touchdown. It's an easy walk-in touchdown for our tight end. Instead, he hands it, which I tell him, hey, you're not wrong if you hand it. Don't worry. If you hand it, you're not wrong. But we want you, this is a PRO again, we want to be able to get the ball out and throw the ball. If it was an RPO, it'd be different. But we were talking about pass run option. We want to put the ball in space.